Chonga sando nato, chonga sando nato, chonga sanda nato, chonga se nato.
Hi there everyone, my name's Nick. I'm here to talk to you about the safety regarding uses of entheogenic plant substances. I've learnt from the elders in Mexico and I'm bringing it to show you you don't need to go outside to find it. I'm giving you the tools to do it yourself. As you are your own teacher, all the answers are within you. You don't need to go outside looking, you don't need to pay someone money. That's not what this is about. The intention is keeping it internal, keeping it pure and following your own heart, not someone else's version of teaching. So basically I'm going to go through all the steps so you can connect safely and not rely on someone else to show you. So I'm going to set up everything, setting up the altar. This is like the belly button connecting to the universe to access the universal powers within yourself. I've got the incense ritual incense here. This is copal from Mexico. I've got sacred songs and chants, how to connect with your ancestors, calling in the four directions, the north, the south, the east, the west, and invoking the saints. And how to, the overall thing is creating a safe and protected space for you to enjoy your journey. And we have certain curanderos. Curandera is a Mexican shaman. These are people who deal with the unconscious, deal with the shadow, deal with the altered realms of consciousness, and this is their way of life. So the indigenous way of life is very different from the Western way of life. This is their lifestyle, this is their traditions which have been carried on for thousands of years, even through colonialism, through murder, through trying to wipe out their people. They still hold their rituals and their traditions. So it's a well protected testament to how powerful this medicine is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grind a bit up. I'm going to add it to the fire. So I'm just cleaning out the atmosphere with the copal. This is cleansing the energy within the air, cleansing out your own energies that you're bringing to the space, and purifying myself off as well. This is copal from, it's a tree resin, it's native to Mexico. Next I'm going to add some tobacco. So I know the gods like the tobacco, the ancestors like the tobacco. I'm going to add this to the fire. This is like a pure form of tobacco. It's from a tree, it's Nicotina rustina. The leaves grow big like this. You harvest them, they're big plants, maybe 8 foot tall. You harvest them, hang them to dry for a few days, crush them up, and that's your tobacco there. So here we've got the directions. So this is ultra important to know. Okay, so here you go. So we've got north over here, which is where the mind is. The mind is in the north. Then we've got our spirit, our human spirit, that is found in the east. And then we have the south. This is where the emotion lies. And then the body is in the west. So when I'm calling in my spirits, when I'm cleansing off my energies, I'm going to be mindful of the 4 points, the 4 directions. As this is going to, when I'm starting to lose my clutch on reality, I want to know where I am, and this is going to give me a good indication. So you can't just willy-nilly do anything. We really want to know where we're pointing. So now I've cleansed the atmosphere a little bit. I'm going to connect with the spirit. So I'm just going to start drumming it. Obviously I'm not very good at playing. So because this is American Indian rites and rituals, I've got me a little American Indian chap here. So it's good to have a focus on death. Death is coming for all of us. And you will experience death within this moment. But it's more a symbolic death, it's not a physical body death. It's a death, it's stripping away certain things that don't need to be there. So we're getting there. So I'm going to add more incense to the fire. Bring my other incense over. So again, cleaning out the atmosphere. So this is what is called okote. It is the pine, the heart of the pine tree. It's very resinous. So when we burn it, it gives us, again it's similar to the copal, it's the tree resin, and it brings in the ancestors, and the ancestors love the smell of the resin. So I've got some here that I've cut up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it in the directions. So when I start losing my grip on consciousness, this is just going to remind me where I am. This is why it's so important. What is the desired outcome for this ritual, for this ceremony? What are you trying to accomplish? Or what would you like to accomplish? What would you like to let go of? What would you like to become in this transformation process? This is a transformation process. Maybe you've struggled for a long time. Maybe it's something that has been, that maybe this is like an issue with a soul, and it can't be removed. It's like an energetic blockage. It could be like an energetic blockage in one's body. Where is it? What needs removing? How can it be removed? These aren't things that can be logically addressed. But spirit that doesn't have this 3D manifestation can work through these things. So here I have a couple of examples of the medicine. So the moon is the mushroom. The mushroom deals with the moon. The mushroom is the feminine. The mushroom grows underground. It harnesses the power of the moon. It's the feminine. The mushroom heals the soul. The feminine heals the soul. And then on the other side I have the cactus. Now the cactus grows in the desert. It grows in the desert, it harnesses the power of the sun. It is the masculine essence. And what does the masculine heal? The masculine heals the heart. So we have the heart opener, and we have the soul and the mind. So we're healing the mind, healing the heart, healing the mind, healing the mind, healing the heart, healing the mind, healing the heart, healing the mind, healing the heart, harnessing the power of the sun and the moon. Calling in the direction, calling in the north, calling in the east, calling in the south, west, calling in the curanderos, calling in the healers. We have Maria Sabina. This is a lady who is taking mushrooms from a young child, 6 years old. She's been consuming mushrooms. She called them the Niños Santos. This is the holy children. She was consuming holy children since a child. So she became a great healer, and very prestigious, powerful Western people came to be healed by her. She's dead now. She died at 92, at the age of 92 in 1988, I believe. This is a very powerful healer. She's dealing with the mushrooms. She's dealing with the mind. Westerners are suffering with issues of the mind. She is a lady who's healing the mind. And the desert is where you heal your heart. So, I brought in the healers. I brought in the directions. I've cleansed off the energy. I've brought in music for the ancestors. I'm also going to bring in the saints, but that's something personal to me, or personal to whoever wants to invoke, whoever they want to invoke, that's up to them. But you want your healers, you want your ancestors, you want your directions, you want your music, you want to cleanse off your energy, you want to give offerings. This incense, this pine resin, this tobacco, these are offerings to our ancestors, to our gods, to our healers. I'm going to add more incense, cleanse off the energies. Where's my little crow fella? So this altar here is our connection to the universe. This is the belly button of the universe. We're creating a safe portal to access to the universe. That tobacco smells good. This is the deer. This is called the venado. This is the deer. So this deer represents the spirit of the heart of the cactus medicine, and this deer would normally be a blue deer. However, this is just a deer, the blue deer, also known venadito, also named hickory. So this is the blue deer. This represents the spirit. So the deer lives in the wild. The deer is a hunted animal. The deer is representing the human out in the wild. So this is why it's such an important spirit animal. So I hope this has been helpful. This is how I prepare before my journey, before my entheogenic experience, holding deeply commemorated rituals and traditions. This is my form of honouring the ancestors, honouring the indigenous people. I've been shown this in Mexico from the elders, from people who have embraced these traditions for hundreds of years. So I'm bringing this to you to show you don't need to spend hundreds or thousands of pounds on your own inner journey. This is your inner journey. You're not going outside to someone else. You have all the tools. I can show you all the tools and all the technical know-how, but at the end of the day it's your state of reality, your mind that you're going to be journeying with. And once you're grounded in ceremony and grounded in ritual and grounded, you're setting your own personal compass. Don't follow anyone else's compass, follow your compass.